Hi, Jelly here with another nail polish video. Today I'm going over a new nail polish brand called Giraffe Lacquer. They are available on Etsy. They currently have 5 polishes and 6 different cuticle oil scents, one of them being unscented. I went ahead and bought one of each cuticle oil as well as one of each polishes to review today. These are just so cute. They were perfect for the season, and I can't wait to see what this maker does as well, since they are so cute and really affordable as well. With my nails prepped with the oily binder base coat, let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have Blushing Giraffe, which is described as a bright coral pink cream polish. This one has a little bit more of a corally formula, which is not a bad thing at all. This color is so pretty as well. It is coming off a little bit lighter in the swatch videos, but the bottle turn video and the swatch hand at the end is more color accurate. I really loved the formula on this one. It was super easy to work with as well. It did have a little bit of dark spots that you can't really see on camera, but I was able to see in real life, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Since this formula is a little bit on the thinner side as well, I think either putting it in the fridge will help with that, or letting it dry up a little bit will help with the color opacity as well. I also was a little bit shaky when I was doing these nail swatches. I had eaten when I needed to, but my hands were still really shaky that day, and unfortunately I did not have time to go back and re-record this. So I did work a little bit slower than I normally do, just to make sure I'm giving these polishes the same amount of love and justice as they deserve. As you can see on that second coat from the light, it really gives a nice color coverage. I really like this color. If you have someone that prefers more classic colors, this is one I would recommend getting them. All of Giraffe's polishes are also 15 milliliters as well, and they are currently, as of this video, $6 each, which is a crazy ridiculous price given that these are 15 milliliter bottles. I would definitely recommend going and grab some from this maker while you can. And then, as you can see on that third coat, it gives you really nice coverage as well. And there's 1, 2, and 3 coats. Next up is Chocolate Covered Plum Berry, which is described as a deep and dark plum purple cream polish. So you can see on this first coat, this one is definitely more on the jelly side. I'm not sure if the maker's bottles were also like this, but at least my bottle was more on the jelly side. Again, not a bad thing, especially since it builds up so nicely. You can see on that first coat that it does cover the nail pretty well, and I felt like that usually on jelly polishes that it is a little bit more on the streaky side for me, but I didn't feel like it was too bad. I felt that on the first coat ended up pretty even in color application, which is something that I personally struggle with jellies. Sometimes I'm able to have nice smooth first layer, and other times it's just like, no, you can see that there's polish inconsistency. I do also love that this color deepens in color the more coats you add on it, that you will get to see in a little bit. On that first coat, it's just a nice, beautiful little wash of color. This one would make such a beautiful color for some more fall jelly sandwiches, if that's something you are into. You can definitely see now that I'm adding that second coat that the color does deepen a lot more. I personally would wear this one in 3 coats. I like how nice and dark that color gets in that third coat. This one I would also recommend wearing in 3rd coats, especially if you are not fully careful in your application. You can see near my cuticles that there is that little white spot there, but that's also just user error. You'll see that on my 3rd coat, when I do that on my ring finger, I overwork the polish a little bit, which causes that white spot to show up, because when I first put that 3rd coat down and I do the first swipes, it is fully opaque with no white spots. But then in me trying to smooth everything out a little bit, I overworked the polish and just revealed that white spot again. So once again, user error, not the fall on the polish on that one, but I am able to go back and fix it with careful application, which I do really love about that formula as well. Just look how beautiful that darker color is. And there is 1, 2, and 3 coats. Next up we have Ice Ice Baby, which is a bright shimmery teal polish. This one definitely has a little bit more of a pearlized finish, but look at that opacity. These next two polishes have such a nice opacity on them. I loved that you basically had full coverage in that first coat for this color. Now this one is extremely pearlized in its finish. If you are not careful with your applications, you will see those brush strokes once they dry down. Make sure that you are being nice and smooth with that top coat. Make sure your lines are as straight as possible. This polish was also really easy to work with because of that full cover opacity. I don't know what it is, but I keep struggling to get that little spot on the left side of my middle nail. I know my skin also appears like it grows a little bit more up, so I have to remember that it's okay to not get so close to the nail edge right there, otherwise I will get polish on it. I also wanted to mention that the first two polishes were from one collection called the Valentine Schmalentine collection, and then this polish and the next two are from the Ice Ice Baby collection. Both of these collections released in early 2023, and as of the time of recording this video, they are all still available, both as individual polishes and as the polish bundles as well. Back to the polishes, you can definitely see that that second coat fixes any errors or any spots that I had on that first coat. You can see in the shadow on my index finger that there is a little bit of black, a little bit of dark spots on the nail, but you're not going to normally be able to see that too, especially with how opaque this coat is. I don't think you need a third one unless you were really messy with your brush strokes in that second coat, or you have extremely long nails, or you even like how that feels. Again, make sure you are being as straight as possible. This polish will show any brush strokes in it, and there's your 1, 2, and 3 coats. Following that one, we have Let's Kick It, which is described as a cream polish in a beautiful deep electric blue. I feel this description is spot on. On my camera, you can see that it is making that blue come off a little bit lighter than it is in person. It is a little bit darker of a blue in person, and from what I'm seeing in the bottle, you can also see it has such great opacity in that first coat as well. I really loved this polish. I don't really like blues, but I did really enjoy this shade of blue as well. Formula was super easy to work with. I would love to see future cream polishes also have this thicker formula like this one had as well. I feel like it works really well and more super easy to work with too. On that second coat, which is how I would wear it, I feel that it hid any imperfections that I had in that first coat. If you are not careful, you might still need that third coat, but I really don't think that will be necessary for this polish as well. Again, 2 coats I feel is perfect opacity. If you have much longer nails than I do in this video, you might need 3, but I really don't think so, especially since it doesn't really deepen the color at all. Once you add that third coat, it just makes it thicker and more opaque on the nails. Again, really great formula to work with, super easy to apply, beautiful color as well. And there are 1, 2, and 3 coats. And the last polish to go over today is Yo VIP. Yo VIP is a clear base full of shifting, sparkling rainbow micro shreds. It is such a gorgeous polish. Like, If you are looking for a little bit of sparkle to add to a manicure, you could wear this as a topper like it's intended, or you could build this up for a Your Nails But Better look. Because it is in a clear base and it is those micro shreds, it's not going to fully be opaque on your nail. But moving the bottle around as I'm recording this, I just really love how it looks. I'm seeing lots of green, orange, blue, yellow, reds. It's just really, really magical. I don't think it's holographic though. I think it's iridescent for the rainbow shimmers. And then in my swatch photo at the end, while the color in that is going to be a little bit more saturated, that will get you a pretty good idea still on what this looks like when you see it in person. My phone camera does not do this one justice. Go pick this one up. If you only pick one up, goes over any polish. It is just so stunning, and there are 1, 2, and 3 coats. To finish off, we have Giraffe Lacquer's Cuticle Oils. They have 6 scents. All of the bottles are going to look the same. Each one has a different essential oils blend for the smell, from unscented to more minty candy cane like this one, and they are very accurate to the smell. I would highly recommend picking them up. Keep in mind that they do have sweet almond oil in it, so if you have a nut allergy, you may want to check the composition before you purchase. And here you have it, all 5 of their polishes plus one of their 6 cuticle oil pens. What did you think of this collection? I loved the colors for both the Valentine's one as well as the winter one. I can't wait to see when this maker releases more polishes, especially since they are such an affordable price. I'm really enjoying the cuticle pens as well. My favorite scent out of all of her 6 scents is probably the jasmine and bergamot. I love the smell of jasmine, and I love that it's more florally. I also love that the lemon drop scent isn't like the sweet lemon. It's more on the tart side while still not being like lemony tart. So I really love that as well. And then the citrus and spice is a really gentle smell as well. That is another great option. I find if you like the smell of mint, get the candy cane. If you liked what you saw, please hit this video with the like button and lets me know that you want to see more content like this and you think I'm doing a good job. Please hit the subscribe button as well while you're here, so that way you don't miss my next video. Please check out Giraffe Lacquer if you have not already. Interact with them on Instagram, like their shop, purchase something from them. It's just so cute, such a good price as well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!